I was part of image processing from Space Department for so many years. I was appointed in Space Department for processing images. What has happened, what changes maximum faster in this world is hardware, right? Correct or not? By the time you program the hardware to put into that, the new system will come with a much higher capacity. These are all great challenges. We have crossed this. And somebody was asking whether image processing or correct signal processing or image processing. I remember meeting one of the richest man who makes a lot of mobile phones. I asked him one question. Have you seen the traditional old phone like this? The round one and the round one here. But your mobile phone is more convenient or that is more convenient? Actually not. The mouthpiece and the mouthpiece is good enough. And assume that you have got the 2 ear cap switch to close your ears is there, right? In the cold season? Can you have a mobile phone with a round ear and a round mouth and then put them together and put it in your pocket like a small round? Such a design is possible? I teach design thinking. One of my most favorite workshop for engineering college is to teach how designing can be done much better. Few of my students are MIT pass out on design thinking. So they teach me in turn. I took them from Hyderabad to MIT in America. I started this journey in probably giving lectures in almost 20 years. I was there in Karimnagar also probably 20 years back. That was for a National Service Scheme program. You know NSS, right? And I was told that Karimnagar MP will come. And I was the keynote speaker and he was the chief guest. I don't remember who was that, and I don't have a record. Today I record all this parallel. I'm recording in 3 places. 1, 2, 3. Right? And I mix them together and then process and put it on YouTube also. Those days not even recorded, so I don't have. If I recorded Karimnagar, my first lecture would have been the fantastic lecture. The reason is, I was asked to speak until the member of parliament will come. And I started at 9 o'clock. He was supposed to come by 10:30. The organizer kept on getting message saying that 1 hour late, 1.5 hour late. So I was asked to continue until a member of parliament comes. And it went up to 2:30. So I gave a lecture from 9 o'clock to 2:30. That was my first longest lecture, and that happened in Karimnagar. Next time I came on a science day in Karimnagar. And after long years, probably 15 years, I am coming to Karimnagar now. So I must thank my friend who came to you for Computer Society program, Chandra Deshika, who referred me to your principal. And that's why I'm here. The principal asked what topic is to be given. I am part of an organization who speaks about youth for nation. I'm sure some introductory speech was given to him. I thought I'm supposed to speak on Indian heritage or maybe how patriotic you to be. And I am. But then the topic given to me is what? Campus to corporate, right? Which by fortune or misfortune I just mentioned. My last tenure for job was, I keep on changing my job. So last tenure was in KL University. During the COVID time from home, somebody through some reference asked me, will you be able to teach MBA students, BBA students, BTech students to equip them to get into MNC companies? I did it long back, and many of my students are there in many of the best companies. It's not few students get into few companies. Today morning, continuously I was talking to somebody whom I met in some college like this. Maybe, 2009. So how many years back? So 13 years back, right? And after BTech, she got job in 20 companies. Have you seen anybody who got after BTech getting job in 20-25 companies? Getting one job is difficult, but after that it becomes so simple for you. Understood? You must bargain. That's how it is done. I remember I was a space scientist and I applied for a job. Not because I want a job. The university wanted me as director for academic staff college. You know what's academic staff college? Academic staff college is teaching teachers. So I was director for academic staff college 17 years back. So some of my students wanted to go there to teach teachers because they found that I'm a good teacher. I'm a good teacher. Right? But you are not good students. You understood what I'm saying? I have not seen anybody sitting with a pen and paper. Because you think in general lectures, yeah, one girl is there, good, wonderful. Every lecture, every student should have pen and paper. If not, you are not a student. You cannot see me without a pen. You cannot see me without papers. Even while he was talking, he made a statement, necessity is the, what is that? Yeah, actually it is a stupid old proverb. I don't think somebody wanted a remote and remote was made. Is it so? Yeah? Actually engineers make something not because there is a need. They are crazy people of inventing something. So this is an old proverb. I don't agree with some. So I don't write what I hear, but I reflect on. Are you getting what I'm saying? You have to reflect all the time. So how do you reflect? So many thoughts will go inside you when I am talking, and if you don't write, you will miss it in your life. You will never get it back. Because mind is such a thing which keeps. I am a psychologist. So I understand how the mind works, how the heart works also. If your heart is not mind. Confused? Your heart is not? Is it your heart is mind or mind is heart? Eh? Teleda? Where is your heart? Eh? Where do you keep your knowledge? Eh? Where is your mind? Buddhi. Okay. So because English people are not very good. They have not identified a lot of good words for all that spare parts which we have. This is buddhi. So I will not say heart or mind now. This is buddhi. And this is, no, don't call it heart now. No English. Manasu. Okay. So where do you keep your knowledge? Manasu or buddhi? Yeah, that's your problem. The biggest problem is you keep your knowledge. Okay. Where do you keep your girlfriend or boyfriend? Buddhi or manas? Eh? Okay. Where do you keep your mother? Manas, correct? Why? Therefore, when you see your mother, oh, this is my mother. Do you have to think or automatically it comes? So thinking happens in buddhi. So you agreed that you keep your knowledge in the, again, no mind, buddhi. Okay. If you keep your knowledge in the buddhi, it takes time for retrieving. It's like a hard disk. Hardware. Software is here. So manas is your software. You have to write down. You cannot Google and find out tomorrow. It's DrTPS knowledge. Okay. I don't think anybody would have spoken like this. I am very unique in my talk. So this is your manas and this is your buddhi. And this is your software. This is your hardware. RAM and ROM. You know the difference, right? So it works very fast. For me, I kept my mathematics not in my buddhi. I kept my mathematics in my, I'm basically a mathematician. My PhD is in mathematics, but not in mathematics, but in mechanics, fluid mechanics. So I'm a fluid mechanics man, and then worked in 20 years in Department of Space and Optics. You heard last, optics was the core project of designing a mobile, right? No, optics alone is not good enough. Optics, converting into image and that image using all the signals. So it's a mix of signal processing, image processing and all that. I remember I was part of a defense selection for best scanner in Austria, maybe early 1990s. When India wanted the best scanner, I went to Austria to select the best scanner. So when we really experience, why you don't keep your mother in your buddhi and why it is in the manas? Because you experience. Feeling is there, right? Do you have feeling for your subject? Then this question will not come. Will you ask, should I have to eat this or that? Whichever you likes, you eat it, right? What is the best job in the world? I was part of government of India. I was working with the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. The gypsy jeep which I used to roam around in Delhi, the driver has to come and pilot has to come, open my, and he will keep my mobile. I was such an officer. I left everything because I love children like this. There if I have to come or go somewhere, it needs a lot of permission, right? A lot of checking this, that and all that. It's not my cup of tea. That's not what I like. I like this job. So what is best job in the world which pays you a lot of money? Satisfaction. You don't want money? What is that you want in your life? That's a big question, right? Yes or no? I worked with one of the richest man in India for a corporate social responsibility project. He wanted to become more famous. There are only 3 requirements in this world. You don't have paper and pen, right? You came barehanded in the college, that's how you come. Every word you write it down, at the end you take a picture and send it to me. And that he or she will be my best student. That's what I believe. And I pick up only very few to mentor. I'm a life mentor. What did you learn? Oh, I don't remember. What did he speak? He spoke something. Huh? You should have at least one point to say, this is what I like. You know, when you have a feast, a nice food arranged like a buffet, what do you like? A good eater will tell what exactly they like. If you're not a good eater, yeah, it was good. What is good? Everything is good, because you are not able to understand what is good and what is bad. Correct? So you should have the passion. What is good and what is bad? What for you should do you want to work in a company where they will pay you maximum? That means you want money. Or give you a lot of knowledge and give promotions. See, I left a job and I am a pensioner. After 20 years I get pension. So your salary becomes 1/3 of what you owned in by. You understood? Your salary become 1/3. So 2/3 of my salary is gone. 1/3 only I got. I took pension. I would have still, don't see this, I am not an old man. If I am serving, I would have served even today. For me, a audience like this for half an hour is much higher than any award which anybody gives me. You understood? I'm not just telling because I am here and I am in front of you to pat you. I am not such a person. I beat more than patting. I am much tougher sometimes. That's why I cannot become in the college sometimes. Right? I do very hard sort of training you. Okay. I was just asking how much it costed for this print. How much it costed?
Around 600.
It's 600 rupees. Actually it's waste, no? Because you should have only digital display, is it? Correct or not? Yeah. Who paid for this? All of you raise your hand up. Keep it on your head. Na karma. Who paid for this? You. You students paid for this. Correct or not?
Yes.
The building is not the chairman's. Your principal is paid by your money.
Yes.
If I am brought here in a car, paid by you.
Yes.
Correct or not?
Yes.
And if I don't do well, actually you should scold me. Because I got you here and you wasted my time. And if you got some benefit, I believe all who comes to your college to give lecture, nobody is a chief guest. The chief guest in the college is every student. Understood? For me, when I was head of the department of management in one of the colleges in Hyderabad, when I used to sit, a student comes, I will ask them to sit in front of me. The other department heads, you are asking student to sit. I said, they will become MBA or BTech or sometime you will become collector tomorrow, right? How do I know who is going to be a collector tomorrow, IAS? I have got a lot of students who are civil service aspirants. I take children for civil service. This is my book on civil service prelims handbook. So, how do I know among you somebody will become a civil service person tomorrow? I don't know, right? One student like you who was my student immediately contacted me after the session saying that I want to be your student, mentor me, came to me soon after the lecture, next day morning to my house and said, I am going for it. You have a lot of programs which private people will train you for GMAT, CAT, MAT and all etc, so many exams, right? All that will make you eligible to get into any company. That also will get you to eligible to get into government or any company. That is what is most essential. That is what the campus to corporate. So what do we teach them? Mathematical ability, communication skill, analytical reasoning, logical analysis. Anybody can teach all these, right? Take some slides. One question which I asked is, do you have PowerPoint? I said, I don't have PowerPoint. No PowerPoint. I said, I have only powerful points. Understood? You want image processing to be taught? Give me a board and a pen, I will teach you. Mathematics is to be taught like that, right? Correct or not? How do you teach this online? Online also I do like that only. So what do? I will keep talking, you are supposed to write, at the end you send me a picture of your note that will decide how much internal marks is to be given to you. Because if you are able to write my mathematics, are you getting what I am saying? When you get an examination, in that examination, the questions are written by word. What is that word? Somebody was standing on the railway station and the train was running very fast, 60 km per hour, and the first compartment crossed at so and so time. The last compartment crossed at so and so time. So what is the speed of the? Is it word or mathematics? It's a sentence, right? So you have to understand English, number one. Number two, you should understand the logic inside that, find it in front of you and convert them. Are you able to visualize everything when I am speaking? When I said manas, buddhi, Now if I tell you in the previous lecture there was a mention 10 nanometer. How many of you could realize 10 nanometer? I have seen 10 nanometer. Can your eyes see? No, not 4 micrometer. I remember when I selected the scanner, I went there, he said it's a 4 micrometer scanner. How do I see 4 micrometer? Will you be able to see 4 micrometer in your eyes? No. Okay, you have studied, all of you have studied chemistry in your life? Have you seen an atom in your life? Then what? See, somebody is asking which element is to be used, which whether it is arsenic or what is that? How does it matter? Are you able to see this? Okay, let me ask you one question. Okay, my son was a mechanical engineer. Why did I join in an engineering college as a professor in Hyderabad? Is because my son wanted an admission. He did not get into IIT, NIT. Somebody thinks that IIT, NIT is great in the world. I don't think, because I did not get. basically because I did not get admission in IIT, NIT. Ask why? Why? Because I got only 54% in plus 2. Are you getting what I'm saying? I am a second class in plus 2. And I am from a small village, much worse than any of your villages, where electricity came when I was doing my masters. Telephone came when I was doing my PG. 7th class, I first switched on a switchboard. I am from such a remote place. My father was a farmer, vyavasaya. Basically, my job is that. I also do it even today. I am from the root ground. Can you expect that? No, I have been thrown out of a school being the worst student. But they called me to give awards for the students later. And I was only thing, what I did not had was a good guidance. I wish with this brain, I had a good guidance in my childhood. Though my brothers were teachers, my brother was a professor, his wife was also a professor, no. But I will tell you, that job is entirely different from being a teacher. You understood what I am saying? There is something genuine inside you. A genuine teacher should show, make you to feel. If you are not able to feel micro, though I went there and came back, I am coming back to that. The reason was, I had a lot of teachers in my house, but I keep telling them, you are not a good teacher. Even I had a professor of zoology who wrote books in zoology. If somebody says I wrote many books, I have seen many books are written by my brother, but I am a better teacher in zoology than him. Though I never studied zoology in my life. I remember I stayed in Malkajgiri in Hyderabad. When I was on a bus stand, somebody came and told, yeah, namaskaram. I said, namaskaram. What? You taught me biotechnology, huh? I never studied biotechnology. You taught me biotechnology. Yeah, biotechnology can be taught. Yena chakshusha pashyanti, yena chakshunshi pashyadihi. Yena chakshusha pashyanti. What is seen by the eye, there is some cell inside your eyes, right? That cell is not different from the cell which is there in your whole body. Are you getting? Atom is not different. Electron is not different. In every element, electron is same. Neutron is same. Only the way in which is placed, there is a specific character which makes it to do in such a fashion. So, is it matter or conscious? What is important? So, our Upanishad says, Yena chakshusha pashyanti, yena chakshunshi pashyadihi. You are all students now, right? Are you student?
Yes.
You have a doubt when I asked you, you are keeping quiet. Huh? What is the difference? Only, see, I have taken, this buffalo has taken birth sometime earlier, you have taken birth little later. Ante kada. After some time, you will also start giving lecture. If you don't get any other job, you will become teacher in the same college. Correct? After BTech, you don't get a job, you go for MTech. If you get a job after BTech, will you go for a MTech? In space department, if you have an MTech, we advertised for BTech. And with the MTech you apply, we will keep the application out. Overqualification is a disqualification. Learn this first. Many companies don't recruit MTech. They recruit BTech. That is why MTech seats are vacant. And who come for MTech? Do you want to do in academics? You want to be a teacher. Correct? Who can teach? I told you. Normal teachers are normal teachers. I will make you to see because I have experienced. You have environment science one subject, right? Yeah. When I was there, I was teaching in a college. Environment science teacher left one day because teachers leave very fast. Students leave much slower. And college goes much faster. Right? So, environment science, then we had a meeting. Who will teach? I said, I will teach. Huh? You have more classes now? Yeah, no problem. As a professor, I am supposed to teach only 1 hour. But I used to teach 6 hours. Why? Because I love teaching. It doesn't matter how much money I get from the college. I love teaching. That's it. And that environment science class, when I went to, I think I went to computer science class, CSE third year that time, JNTU, I think. I went there to teach only 15 students out of 60. Rest of the people, afternoon there is a examination on database. So what the children did? They skipped class so that they can prepare and write. I said, these 15 children sitting here, now no environment class. I am going to teach you database. I know RDBMS is like this for me. Like you are cooking a chai is like my RDBMS for me. I have taught, I learned, I used, I worked. Experiencing. What is it called? You read your syllabus, I will tell you the content inside that. That's how I teach. Yeah? Possible or not? Difficult? No, not difficult. Assume you are a cook. You cook only one sabji, one item, you are called a good cook? Some other item is seen, I will taste and say, this, I will make this better than this. Will you be able to tell then you are a good cook? Yes or no? So I attend somebody's lecture immediately and say, I can teach this much better than this. That's my confidence. Why am I saying this? That is one quality when you go to corporate. What you learn is not important. What you can do, experience is more important. When I went to Department of Space interview, they kept a pen on the table, kept it there, moved like this, write the equation of motion. That is practical. And they gave, you remember when some childhood and all, even now you are a children but you don't use this. Now magazines are there, the picture of a forest, 3 cats are there, identify. My interview question. You understood what I am saying? Because whether your buddhi is working is what they wanted to test. Now you have GMAT, CAT, MAT and all that. All that will go after some time. After 2-3 years, everybody will test your emotional quotient. How well you can work with the people. How can you think? How can you be creative? How can you visualize? Now when they start, will you be able to see micro? I am not leaving from what I am saying. I am taking you back to that. How many of you have seen atoms? No. Yeah, I can show you atom just now. With your own naked eye. No magic. Real life. Okay? You have hair, right? Not elephant hair. Your hair is much thinner. In a light, will you hold one hair like this? Will you be able to see clearly? Generally, no. When light is spreading, you will not be able to see, right? Assume that thickness, you cut the hair. So, 1 square, you got a small bit. That will become a dot. Will you be able to see that? No. But as a line, you can see it. That's how image processing works generally. We don't see the road as a dot, but we see road as a line. So, nothing is seen as a dot, but a line you can see it. And what you can do now? Keep it on a white paper, then you will be able to see that. So, background matters, right? When this light, all the lights are off, the projector light is coming, you will see some small particle moving there. That is 300 atoms. So how many atoms together I have shown you? Got it? That is nearly 10 micrometer. So that is 3000 micrometer what you are seeing. Divided by 1000 is what? Nanometer. So 1 nanometer, 15 nanometer. I don't know whether the person who is talking has visualized it or not. Whether you have visualized will come only when I have visualized, right? If I cannot visualize, how can I make you to visualize? Jalantara gade bhanu yat sushpam drishyate rajaha tasya tripshattamo bhagaha paramanu didis pradaha. Take a bucket of water, put a torchlight, you will see some particle moving inside that. That is 300 atoms. And if you are not able to see atom, one more line. Many people don't able to see that atom. Nani nam drishti gojaraha. If your buddhi is working, you will be able to see. So that is greatness of a poet. So generally scientists were poets. Poets were Scientists. I'm a scientist. Government of India given me a designation. I'm a poet. I write a lot of good poems. If you are creative, poetry will come from you. So all of you should have good, how poetry can be written? Nice vocabulary. Each word you must know the meaning very perfect. You must know where to put what, how to make a combination of that. Either it's a corporate word, generally English. So check whether your English is really good or not. Number one. Ideas are good. More important is, how am I going to communicate to somebody else? Don't worry. If DrTPS can speak English like this, you can speak much better English. Because I told you my background is, I am from a Malayalam medium. Never learned in an English medium. But my points are very good. I go to America to give lectures. Good enough, no? Europe to give lectures. Good enough? Yeah, you must be able to understand my concept, and I can tell you in the beautiful, simple words. Without grammatical mistake. They will catch you very fast. The other day I went to one of the college, the principal asked me, what is your good name? I said, I have only one name and it is a good name. I don't have one good name and a bad name. Your English you correct first. Because the good name English is a bad English. If somebody asks you a good name, that means his English he has not learned. You go to America and then call somebody sir. So many people call me sir. I said, don't call me sir. I am not a sir. Sir is a title given by Britishers. And they also stopped it. And everybody who wants some favor, you will keep them calling sir. I am DrTPS. So never address me as sir. I am DrTPS. In America, even the chairman has to be called by name without a sir. Etiquette. What is it called? Culture, etiquette, the way. You work for a company, what you should know first is the culture of that company. Got it? If you apply in a corporate company, first go to their website, learn everything about the company. And if you don't know anything about the company, you go for an interview, finished. From Space Department, earlier I mentioned, from Space Department, I went to Academic Staff College Director's post. I was interviewed there. An array of people will sit and ask interviews, and they were vice chancellors. 2-3 vice chancellors of different universities are interviewing, because director's post is some third level in the university. I was 32 that time, 32 years old. 2005, almost that time. Now you can guess my age. So what has happened was, when I went there, they asked me questions. So what did I do? This question, answer is this. I have already written and kept all the answers. I know what you are going to ask. How do you, see, somebody said, know how to make your class examination so interesting. All my examinations are so interesting. One of my best passion was sitting in exam hall, writing examination, attending interview. So how many interviews I will attend? All interviews I will attend. Why? Because they pay us. I can go to Kerala and attend an interview. Who will pay my train fare or air fare? Somebody is calling for interview, they will pay my, correct? And I already have a job. So they asked me, why did you come for this job? This is less paid than the salary which you are getting, because they will have all the data. No? Yeah. I did not come for job, I came for interview. You understood the difference? I did not come for, I came for? Why? Abba, you are such a great person, yeah. You are the best glaciologist in the world. And I am meeting you. Otherwise, to meet a vice chancellor is very difficult. You have to go and ask for appointment, right? I know you are going to be in the committee. Meeting you is my intention. To whom you are saying this? To the chairman. And he will look around. Oh, these people don't know that I am the best glaciologist. This man knows. What did you read? I read your book. I read your article which comes in Deccan Chronicle. Everything I know about you. If you know the interviewer, chairman, whole biodata, don't he think that, no, I am a great man? Correct? Don't he give an appointment to you? So not only you learn about the company, about the job, so that your answer can be prepared. Generally company will ask, if you join, what are you going to contribute? Not expect in terms of money. That is payment which they give, that they will give. That doesn't matter. What are you going to do extra? Or how do you think your contributions are much better and higher? Prepare. That's what I did. Everything is answer is there. All questions. They couldn't find a good question better than me. Assume you go to an examination hall, all questions you prepared, and those questions you prepared exactly came to you the question paper. You are testing me or what? Don't you feel like this? Eh? That's what I used to do. That's why I write my LLB exam, MBA exam. I'm an LLB. So how do I sit and write this question? This I know, yeah. And that is the only place. Now while sitting, you have to sit beside it. Examination hall, will you sit like this? Huh? You will get large space, right? How do the chairman will sit? Do you think your chairman will sit another 3 people beside him like this? Huh? You have to have it. Chief Minister will sit like this only. So you are like a VVIP in the exam hall. Correct or not? So when I sit in the exam hall, I will touch. Hey, this person is close to me. Move him. Move him. I don't want to see anybody around. It's only place where you can do that. Correct? And all throughout life, you have to take a note, you have to read, and this is the nice chance for you write, ask your teacher, read this. Is it not? Correct? When somebody comes to you with a lot of respect, yes, you don't have respect, but you have to show respect, right? But exam hall, your teacher will come and then stand what you want. Nice place, no? Is there a place in the world you get free paper without payment? Only exam hall. Are you getting? Now will you enjoy? Yes, you will enjoy. Only if you know answers for all the 10 questions. Will you be able to guess all the 10 questions? Yes. You know some students around you who are bright, brilliant, they get good marks, go to the teachers, keep on discussing. Your whole syllabus is not required. JNTU cannot produce a new question paper other than what is asked in last 5 years. Finished. When I am asked to make a question paper, I may create a different because I am a different teacher. But normally, what happens? Last question paper, previous question paper, here, there, put it together. Otherwise, the teacher's job is find out how much time it required to write, how much mark is to be given, redesign the whole thing. Enta kashtam telusa meeku. This very easy, copy and then put last question paper, nobody will ask. That's how questions are prepared. So getting marks is not a great thing. Understood? When I go to some medical college, engineering college, if you pass or not a big job. Everybody will pass. Okay, very simple. I have seen some students who are totally useless, I know. And they were writing, in English you have communication some paper, right? There was so much of fast he is writing. I was thrilled to see because invigilation is the best enjoyment. We enjoy, you suffer, right? So that is the time when they hold the hand back and then walk like this, right? So I was walking like this, and so this boy is writing here. What is that written? They wrote about C.V. Ramanujan was a bad boy, C.V. Ramanujan was a good boy, C.V. Ramanujan never attended classes. So much he wrote. I was curious to know how his result will be. I took his number and then checked the result. 60%. I never put a 60%. Everybody will get. Because nobody knows. Nobody is going to evaluate that thoroughly. So marks is not a problem. Pass is not a problem. More problem is knowledge, experience. So where should you experience your subject? Manas. If you understand it, you feel about it, your writing will become so thrilling, I am sure you will get a job. That is what people want. They don't want. That is why entrance examination, so many questions. They are looking at how good you are to share your knowledge. Because you work in a company, not in a lot. Company itself means two things. Company and company in a group. I was part of ISRO, Program Planning and Project Management Directorate. How ISRO makes programs and plans. How do they work together? So most important is how good you share knowledge. Okay. How many of you think some subject is difficult for you and oh, I can never work in that? Take it as a challenge, start working from today. Next 1 year, you will see a lot of difference in you. If I am not able to break a stone with my hitting once, what should I do? No, ask somebody else where to hit. Exactly hit there, it will break faster. You don't know, you keep on hitting, you will become tired. Very difficult. So it is not hard work, it is smart work. Huh? You should be a smart person. Did I prepare my question and went there so that I could give answers to everything? Yes. That's a smart work. Hard work is what? Keep on reading a lot of things. No. Documentation is very, very essential. Write it down. Keep it with you. That's why I said you should have the habit of writing down. I'll tell you, some of the companies who will come for recruitment will ask you to have a group discussion in which some topic will be given and then you will have to discuss. Emotional quotient is asked by giving a scenario and then ask you how are you going to react in this situation. Okay, now I will give you one reaction. Wherever. Assume one of you got an appointment in a company. Got it? You got a job in a company. And then one of your close relative who is staying at your house along with you got hospitalized. Your joining time is tomorrow morning. Today he is in the hospital. What do we do? Should you be with him in the hospital or go and join tomorrow morning? He is in ICU. You know what ICU is? Once you say ICU, he will never come back. ICU. Right? Tell me, what do you do? This is a question given to check your emotional quotient. What do you answer? Your joining is important or attending your relatives. These are questions which are. There is no strict answer for this. You have to balance with your H and H, head and heart. Which H is working more for you? But getting a job is very difficult. Correct? And that was the biggest dream of the person who is in ICU, for you to get a job. And if you get a job, you can pay the fees. Hospitals will you give you a big bill. And who are doctors? Vaidya Raja Namastubhyam. You know why respect for doctors? Vaidya Raja Namastubhyam. Yama Raja Sahodara. Understood, right? Yama Haradu Me Pranan. Yama will take your life. Doctors also will take life, but they will give you a bill also. Vaidya Dhananija. Vaidya will take your money also. So it's a costly business. So what do you do now? These are questions. So you must have a good answer for this. You must know logically what is that you are supposed to do. Are you already in the shoes of the company? Are you thinking like an employee or are you still like a student? See, if you think you are a student, you are a student. If you think you are a professional now, your life will be entirely different. I will tell you, most of you are still behaving like students. You want teacher to teach, you want them to finish syllabus. You don't learn by yourself. You don't take initiative of going ahead and then understanding something extra than what is being taught to you. If you do it, you are a greater person. That is why it says Acharya Padamadate. 1/4 comes from the Acharya. Padam Shishya Swametheya. 1/4 has to be learned by yourself. Not after some time. After the BTech is over. No. You have to do it before so that your study becomes better. Padamsa Brahmacharibhya. Along with your friends, you must learn 1/4. Are you all Brahmacharis? Padam Brahmacharibhya. Are you all Brahmacharis or not? Sure. Some people have doubt. You are a Brahmachari? You are a Brahmachari? I am not a Brahmachari. What is brahmachari? Your B. What is B? BTech. What is B? Bachelor means ante enti? You are a brahmachari in technology. Are you a brahmachari in technology or not? That's what I am asking. What is brahmachari? My Brahma is creativity. My Brahma is moving in technology. Is your Brahma moving in technology or not? Well, as soon as the class is over, what do you discuss? Something else. What do you discuss when you meet your friends? Something else. Do you discuss your subjects along with your friends all the time? Then you are a brahmachari. Do it from today. Now onwards, if you are good students, what you should discuss each other? Only what you study or what you have interest with somebody else. That's it. No, you are not a normal local vegetable vendor to talk about a vegetable. You are not a film personality to talk about film. You are not a mobile shop owner to talk about a mobile. You are not all that is not your job. You are a technologist. So what you should discuss? Technology. Do it from today, my dear. You will see a lot of difference. You become a professional there. What is the difference in the normal college and IIT? All the friends will discuss always technology. What is the difference between the MBA here and the management institute? They discuss always about business. Are you getting what I am saying? The two real estate people will join together. What do they discuss? Real estate. Two mothers meet together. What do they discuss? They discuss about their children. Some serial, something, or two politicians meet together. What do they discuss? Politics. Two technologists, when you meet together, what do you discuss? If not a technology, you are not a professional. So most important is you must talk about technology. Understood? How to reach from campus to corporate? Automatically your style will change. You will become a professional. You will say, I am an engineer. I am a technologist. I know things. Because 1/4 of knowledge comes from discussions. Acharyat padamadatte, padam shishya somedhaya, padam sa brahmacharibhya, padam kalakramena cha. So if you get 75%, you are a good professional. 75% mark is good. That you will get only when you discuss. That you will get only when you have good acharyas as teachers. That you will get only when you study yourself. All the technological terms. Identify the meaning. Understand inside. So when you say nano, realize what is the size of it. Got it? I can go on and on, but that's not my job. It's almost an hour now. So fast. Correct? So how creative you are in your life? See, have you seen the logical reasoning? Word will come and then you have to identify reverse written and then put it together, right? Yeah, I use it in my poetry. It's my poetry book. 100 poems are there. So when Kalam was in space department, right? So we keep meeting him in many places. Kalam's Vision 2020, I was a member advisory board. And Kalam's editor was my student. So when Kalam died, I wrote a poetry. You write Kalam, read it reverse, you will get Malak. Malak means nice sari will have a jari, right? That decoration is called Malak in Arabic. Malak in Hebrew means angel. So my poetry is my Malak to Kalam, the Malak. My jari, decorations to Kalam, who is the angel, was my poetry. So you have to be very good in vocabulary, different languages, understand, look for it. Do you have time or are you very busy? I'll tell you, assume After a few years, I will become 60 years. So when I live 60 years, how many years I am sleeping? Or you have to think now, because after a few years, when you think, you will lose your time. Generally, a person who is 60, how many years he sleeps? 1/3 of the life they sleep, right? 8 hours in 24 hours is 1/3. That means he is sleeping, or you are all, or your parents who are all 60 years, your neighbors, they must have slept how many years? I am not asking the time you sleep in the college, in the conference. Normal, on the bed sleeping. 8 hours, which is the most difficult job, waking up in the morning, right? Chala kashtam kada. Oof. Your mother will call you, she is the liar. Biggest liar in this world in India is your mother. And who made your mother as a liar? You. Because she will tell it is 7 o'clock, time is only 6. Because 1 hour she has to call. At least Karim Nagar, my dear sons and daughters, I expect a small change which will make your parents to call me and tell, who is this? For last 18 years I am suffering to wake him up or wake her up, and today she woke up, today he woke up because of you. Namaskar. Many parents will call me after my class because I give the trick of making you to wake up early morning. You want? Do you want or not? Yes. Raise your hands and gattiga cheppandi yes. Yes. Not enough. Yes. Not enough. Yes. Yeah. Drink 3 liters of water before going to bed tonight. And don't make your parents to call me because you have spoiled your bed. See, for every big problem, there are small solutions with the DrTPS. For every big problem, I have small solutions, simple solutions, which is not very costly. You tell me anybody can give this medicine like this? Think. You understood? Do you think you want to change or you want to be like this only in your life? You want to see the whole world? Very easy to become the highest of the highest, not in this level. Go up. Become a magnet that people will get attracted to you. Or you want to be, please love me, please love me. You're a beggar in this world. There are so many beggars around this, but no. Understood? The beggar will have only one and they will never become rich. They will always be begging. You start being a person who gives. I will tell you, same college will celebrate now 25th year. After 25 years, one of you will be called here, being the collector of Karim Nagar. Maybe the chief secretary of Telangana. And then your colleague will say, he or she was my classmate. And you take pride of it. Do you want that to be taken by somebody else? Or you want to be the person on you, somebody will take pride. See, I had a batch, BSc Mathematics I was studying, a small local, not a great college. But my batch, everybody got job, everybody got into the highest level, union ministers, directors in different centers. I was one of the most qualified person among them, and I was the last merit student in that class. If you want to make a difference, this is the time to make a difference. So logical reasoning, you understood. I did not tell you what are the steps. No. Go to DrTPS KLH. KLH. KL University Hyderabad campus. You will see lot of questions, answers, how to prepare for that. Mathematical ability, logical reasoning, analytical skill, all that can be done. You have to be very fast. And mathematics gives you a lot of tricks to become fast. But unfortunately, your mathematics teacher did not teach you like that. At least tell your juniors. 9th November 2022 was a great day because I met DrTPS. And he taught mathematics to us in a different style. Let me ask you, what is the multiple 34 into 26? Tell me. 34 into 26. The time for you for a campus to corporate, when they ask you this question, the time given for you to solve is only 20 seconds. Everybody can solve it after some time. Who is fast is the best. Are you able to get the answer for this? Difficult, kana? It is very simple because you all studied a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. The question which I asked was 30 minus 4 into 30 plus 4. And therefore it becomes 30 square minus 4 square. 30 square is 900 minus 16, that becomes 884. Have you ever used your mathematical formula to solve problems? This is a problem. You have never experienced it. Understood? So, it's a trick. What I have used here is a trick. Now immediately I will ask you. Instead of 34 into 26, it becomes 34 into 27. What is the answer? Already you got 26, add one more 20, 34, finished. Are you getting? 34 into 26 you have solved. Or if the question is 34 into 27, you do 34 into 26, add 34 to that. It becomes simple for you. So the trick is what is to be done. How do you get this? Keep experiencing faster. Ask this question. Every day prepare some questions. Ask your friends when they meet them. Don't ask, have you had your lunch? Every buffalo will have. Breakfast ainda, everybody will have. Correct or not? Oh, I became late, bus was late. So many useless things you discuss here. When you are in the bus, when you are in the bus stand, when you are in the class, immediately after that discuss some questions. Make sure that always your discussion is some questions which will make you to fit to get a job. And understand, we don't test you in the interview. In some of the offices, the gate itself, the camera is there, and we are seeing how are you walking, how are you behaving in the canteen, how are you talking to your friends. Your whole behavior should become great. How do you make? What is your age now? Yeah, decide that from today now onwards you are 10 years elder. At home, how do you behave now? 10 years elder, mature, right? How do you behave on the veranda when you talk? What do you talk? Slightly different. Be a professional beyond your age. Two things it will give you. And there is no point in saying, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it, and you never do it. No. Udyamenaiva siddhyanti karyani namanorathai nehi suptasya simhasya pravishyanti mukhe mrgaha. Do you think the lion will open the cave and say, some deer, let it come, then I will eat? What the lion will do? Hunt. You have to prayatnam cheyali. Ante. Who is the king in the forest? Who told? Why some other buffalo is not put as the king? Because the way the lion walks, this is the king. Everybody feels from the way you react. Correct? So your behavior, your attitude decides how good you are. So most important, performance P is equal to attitude, opportunity and skill. I told about skill, opportunities are plenty. Don't ask which, if I study, what job I will get, how much they will pay. Doesn't matter. All jobs can give you three things. One is money, another one is knowledge, another one is power and position. And biggest place where power and position is only like film, politics. Each time they are unhappy. Because there is a bigger politician always above them. They'll become so much of unhappy, right? So that cannot give you happiness. Money cannot give you happiness because there is richer people than that. Knowledge gives you happiness. Ahara, you know what is ahara? Nidra, bhayam, maithunani, samani chaitani nranam pashunam, nanam naranam adhigo visheshu. You become a real human being when you get higher knowledge. Nane bihina, if you don't have knowledge, pashubi samana, you are an animal. So decide how much time in your life you lived like an animal. Because you did not gain any knowledge. It is not certificate. Certificate doesn't care. Because you have seen great people with great certificate and all that. More important is knowledge. So that is why they see best universities abroad for admission, they will not check your marks for BTech. They will ask you, you know what is it? SOP, statement of purpose. Why do you want to study in that university and what course you want to study in that university? Finished. My son was, I told you, did not get into IIT, not get into NIT, some third-rate engineering college where I was also a professor there. I went for admission. The principal was my close friend. He asked, what are you doing? I said, I am going around like this and giving lecture. Then why can't you become a professor? Here. I said, yeah, give me a white paper. I joined as a professor. Then my son got admission without extra payment. Right? He was not a great student also. Because I implemented the attendance strictness in the college. Software was made because I am from a software man. So I made the software for checking the attendance, how will get down from the bus, who got into the bus, whether they are in the class or skipped. The first list came, my son's name was there. Correct? But he is a nuclear scientist in America today under the government of USA. So what he studied was mechanical, turned into a material scientist, then a chemical engineer. So today morning also he was discussing communication. He is attending a conference in some other city. Many people would have come and spoke to him. He would have gone and spoke to many people. The contact gives him a LinkedIn and that will give him a higher position. So what is more important is contact and communication. One job is simple. Once you get a job, what you should do? Go with that appointment order. Infosys you got. This much salary you got. Go with that to some other company. Let them ask question. Yeah, these questions you answer. Then you say, how much you are going to give me so and so amount. I already got an appointment order with a higher salary. Thank you, bye bye, tata and go out. Then they will call you, come, I will give you more. Got it? That's how 20 companies keeps on increasing. But don't join in the company who gives you maximum. Knowledge is important. You have to have a good project in which you can learn more so that after some time you get a higher position. Got it? Good enough. Thank you. Are you clapping? Then clap well. After the class, normally there is a agenda, no? Clap. Don't even have that. You are sleeping or what? If you are sleeping, waking up the next person is clapping. I point me. Not enough. Stop. I will give you 6 marks out of clapping. For you for clapping out of 100. I am getting recorded everything, no? So this will come on to YouTube. This college, Karimnagar, was a great place with a lot of energy. But now I am seeing after 20 years, identi. 7 marks out of 100. You want another chance? Yes. Yes. Still LKG or BTech? I was having many brigadiers like this before me. So do you think a brigadier will say yes? What do you say? Yes! Gattiga Jabu. Yes! Like that only you should answer. Don't become LKG now. You are higher, matured. You want another chance? Yes! Louder! Yes! Okay. Did you ever heard this? Acharya Padamata Te Padam Shishya Somedeya Padam? Never. Have you seen 3 Idiots movie? Have you seen in the podium somebody was talking and you all laughed in the cinema theater also? That chanting was this loka. You hear, but what you don't do is you don't listen. I don't want you to hear my lecture. You have to listen my lecture, understand my lecture, apply it in your life. At least clap it. Stop. No, that's it. Your shoulder should move like this. Clap. Stop. 15 marks. One more chance. Do you think you can make it much better in 100 out of 100 or not? Yes or no? Yes. So, you know you can do it better. I have to ask many times, then still you will do like those. That is your fate. You will not improve. People keep on asking, you will not do it because it doesn't come inside you. I am going to test. I'll come in between and I will know who is the person who clapped well. I will give a gift. And any person who did not do it well, I will make their cheeks red. If you don't agree with this, I am recording it. If you don't agree with this, get out. If you agree, be sincere and clap. Last chance for you. Clap! Clap! So you know how to do it, kada? Still not done. I have not seen a single person. Now I will tell you, if your hands are not red, I am going to make your cheeks red. Last chance for you. Clap! Clap! With a single finger you clap, you will get rain. No other sound. You will get a real rain. Single finger. Clap. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. You feel chilled out, right? Yes or no? Yeah, you feel it. I do a lot of such tricks in my workshop. Not 1 hour class. I do 5 hours. You arrange a program where I'll come and stay with you for a few days. I'll make you gym like this. You have energy, but you are not used in the right style. I think you need to have that energy to make you good. Right? Do you think you will change? Yes. Doubtful. Yes. Is your buddhi working? Yes. The heart is not filled with some other buffalo? No. Is it open still? Yes. See, the problem is once you get into a bus, you miss a lot of buses. DrTPS philosophy. Arthamayandu kada meeku? Once you get into a bus, you miss. Once you miss a bus, you get lot of buses. So if you are already in some bus, get down. Be a bachelor. Okay. Some college says we have got lot of campus selection. I says I know how campus selection happens. First year itself they will select people. I was thinking why mechanical is 0? Because less girls join there. A bunch of girls join in mechanical, next year mechanical will be full. There are better tricks. I am from a market, MBA kada. I know business, how to fill the seats. That's what we do. So I want you to close your eyes. Think about what did I say. Where is it matching with the campus to corporate? And how do you think I can make a difference? And what I told can make a difference. What is to be done in your life to make it better? Open your eyes. Hold your hands like this. Stretch it up. Hit your neighbor. Rub your eyes. Talk to your friend. What did you learn? How was it useful? Okay, what you do is, whoever is beside you, left side, the person left is my company. The person who is sitting right is my opposite. They don't agree with me. You should tell this class was boring, the other fellow should tell the class was good. Start. Discuss. What is good and what is bad? What is boring, what is good? You discuss with yours. Identify one point which you think is useful. Did you get 1 or 2 points? Good enough. Share with your friend. I'll tell you what point you got is not what your friend got, right? This is the only business in which you collect something, you give to somebody else, they collect something, they give to you, your knowledge will become double. So now today when you meet somebody, you should turn their face and say, I learned this today to them. Yes? Share your knowledge. That's most important. So ask some questions. 6, 5, 4. That's how space department. Tush, I go out. Before that, if you want to catch me, ask some questions. Come on. Ask any question you can ask. Come on. If you think that you are a girl, you can ask a question. If you think you are a boy, you can ask a question. If you have doubt, then don't ask questions. Come on. No questions. Am I so useless? This is my last trip to Karimnagar then. Huh? I thought you are more energetic people. Your Madhya Pradesh started working, therefore Uttar Pradesh doesn't work or what? Now teachers will have that problem. Time up. For me there is no time up. Come on. Nobody. Let me see whether CSE is good or EC is good or third year is good or fourth year is good. That's it. Only 4 categories here. Any civil engineering? No. My students are here. My biggest job was mapping from space. I teach all your theodolite, leveling, topography, graph, map numbers. And by heart, the full map number of India is by heart. Before Google Map, 30 years back I made maps for our military. All that Kargil war map was from my hand. I processed it in Hyderabad. So I am a civil engineer. Photogrammetry, geomatics, geoinformatics. Recently also in JNTU campus, I had a class for Infosys engineers. When they got a job, they had to create a Google mapping for iPhone company. The mapping was to be done. I trained batch by batch. Look at the Geographic Information System, GIS, DrTPS. You will see my class. So I know mapping from space. If you ask what is that I have done in space department, mapping from space. You know that Veerappan, catching him I gave the maps. Yeah. So civil engineering, mechanical nilla. EC. Oh, you are the largest useless people or what? That's why no questions. No, you had only EC people question earlier. Ask me anything in EC. EC, that name itself EC. EC engineering. Computer science is not engineering. It's anyway computer science. That is science. This is engineering, that is science. CSE? Yeah, computer, that's why last. They don't want all this. They want only what? Big data analysis, data science, supply chain management. All this is ding ding ding. Yeah. No questions? So good enough? Maybe the only college in my life out of thousands of colleges where students had no questions. Very bad. Or no courage. Webinar only you ask question or what? Come on, at least what? For sample? Yeah, come on, good girl, come here. Somebody raised a hand and you are woke up. Good. Yeah, come on. Run! See, the way you walk when you are called is also assessed. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, I'm from third.
No, sir. DrTPS. Yeah. Yeah.
DrTPS, I enjoyed your session. I enjoy your session, and the vibe that I get from you is great. I'm feeling good, and you're a great teacher. But what do you do to help students like me who are willing to learn from you and who are curious to learn new things?
DrTPS 944
Yes.
74 37948. 24 by 7. 944. Only once I will tell you. You will have to repeat it here. Remember 944 74. So what you do? 944 74. The full you should tell once.
Yes.
944 74
74
37.
37.
So you should repeat all the
944 74 37.
948.
948. 944 74 37 948.
948. That's my number. Just Google DrTPS and you will see when you Google, when you go to Google Map,
Sir, one more question.
wait, when you type DrTPS in Google Map, you will see 3 houses. 2 houses in Hyderabad and 4 houses. 2 houses in Hyderabad. So what do you do during the holidays when students used to come to my place? Which is your branch?
CSE. CSE, sir. Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning.
Yeah, artificial intelligence, machine learning
Yes.
and the computer.
Computer science.
Yeah. See, what do? People come with the projects and then tell them this is what we are doing. So we will have lot of students coming and discussing each other. So it's not me who is teaching. So what happens is, if you look at DrTPS, I have a house in Hyderabad which is called the Shiksha Holiday Program. SHIKSHA Holiday Program. So if you look at holiday program, you will see lot of students coming and discussing with me on different topics. And all of them are in the best universities abroad today. And one of my students who was discussing with me while coming must have called many times. You can look at it. Lot of calls, continuously being called. And if you look at this, if you look at it, if you look at it 2010 onwards, the DP is not changed from 2009 onwards. How many fonts would have changed, you can imagine. The reason is, one student like you who came and talked to me, I said, whatever you learned, arrange a program in Hyderabad. 1,200 children were made to sit like this in Ravindra Bharati. 100 rupees each. How much it will become?
Sir, I didn't listen.
1,200 children, 100 rupees per head if you pay. How much will be the collected amount? See, simple mathematics I am asking, logical reasoning, understood, mathematical. This is how I will ask. And you will realize it only when you collect 1,200 people, collect 100 rupees, it will become 1,20,000 rupees. 20,000 was the fee paid for the hall, and I got 1,00,000 rupees. You know who paid?
Students.
That student paid. So one student, if you decide that one student, they can do such program, do you think you are proving yourself that you are a great organizer? Therefore, now she is the Vice President for the Students' Union in Kelly University while doing MBA. So where did you learn the organizing power? You have to do. There is no point in saying I will do. So what do I do is activities like this. Then they will start. I had a Pradeep who was never good in communicating, don't know English. So one day I told, generally there used to be 20 students. I told Pradeep, tomorrow you must get 20 of your friends for discussion. He has to tell what is this I am doing to 20 people to collect, right? Is it learning communication? Now he is in DRDO scientist. So I give task like this. You don't have to meet me. What's your name?
Anuhya.
Eh?
Anuhya.
Anuhya will not meet me in your life is not a problem for me. But Anuhya becoming the greatest in some, assume that my students in America call me for lectures in America and then take care of me for 6 months there. Is it not great? That's what I am doing. So you have to become great. And being the first person to ask question is my gift. You had another question?
Sir, my question
No,
is-
sir.
Okay.
Huh.
Dr. TPS, that I wanted to ask that what inspired you to become a great teacher?
Because my brother, who was a professor in the college, told you cannot study mathematics. when I was in +2 just passed. I told him I will take a PhD in mathematics. And that challenge made me. And later, my brother's name was Professor T.P. Sridharan. He was also called a Professor TPS. That's why I called myself DrTPS, because my brother was Professor TPS. Otherwise, I became Professor long back. But I want to respect my brother even now. And you go to my house, the chamber where people like you keep gold inside, I have kept the notebook of my brother. Such a beautiful handwriting. Such a great artist. I'm also a great artist. I learned it from my brother. So I told him I am going to take a PhD. That challenge made me different. So what's your name, you said?
Anuhya.
A-N?
A-N-U-H-Y-A.
A-N-U-H-Y-A to Anuhya. Look at what I'm writing. Come here. Yes. A. Yes. I.
Shashi.
That's me.
Thank you.
Okay. So challenge yourself. You don't have to challenge somebody else in your life. Challenge yourself and say, I am going to be great. You will become that. That's simply it. Good. Anybody else? Yeah, you wanted to ask. Somebody raised hand. Come running. Run. This is how Karimnagar people run or what? Quack. Yeah. Again, sir. Use the mic. Use the mic.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. TPO.
DrTPS. I'm not a
Okay. Good morning, Dr. TPO.
TPS.
TPS.
Teachers, parents, students. Top police service. Temperature, pressure, second. Yeah. Come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to ask you one question. How can we control our heart and mind at the same time?
Both cannot be. Nelson Mandela says heart and head cannot be there together with you. I got a small book. I am not going to give you that copy because this book is available, which is on internet. All of you can download. And in this book, there is a small mention called heart and head. A discussion. This book is a discussion between me and my students on Orkut. You know the Facebook. Facebook's grandfather was Orkut. I started this communication on social media with my students during that time. Okay. So that time I have mentioned you have, I don't remember, there are 100. Anger makes holes. So many things are there. It's a book not to be read continuously. You can just open any page and read. And there is one session in which I wrote about heart and head. Assume you are emotionally, that is what is called she asked a beautiful question. That's called emotional intelligence. What is going to test when you join for corporate companies your emotional intelligence? What they will do is they will check how, when you get angry, automatically 100 times I told you, don't you do this? Because you don't remember the number. 100 is a big number. Then the other person should tell you did not tell me 100, you only told it 2 times. Correct? The number is gone and your emotion is taking control of your brain. That is why you should have an emotional quotient. I have a book on, I did not get the copy, that's available on my internet. Emotional Intelligence for Corporate Communications. I wrote a book. Actually, I did not write my book, like not you. Good children were there in Hyderabad in one of the BBA classes, where I was teaching emotional intelligence for the BBA program. All the notes written by my students like you. Some students are good, okay. So that was given to me. I compiled them to make a book. So who wrote the book? My students wrote. Who wrote this book? Only little I wrote. Rest are all questions. I write this and somebody gives comment. That's how it happens in Facebook. Similarly, what happened in the Orkut some time back, I created a first man to create a book out of social media correspondence. That's me. So read that book and come back to it. And in Bhagavad Gita it says, when buddhi nasho pranashyati. When your buddhi will go, when your emotion becomes upset. So it is not controlling, it is making you to move through that. That's a spiritual man. I am a spiritual person. I am a spiritual person because I am a Himalayan tradition meditation master from Himalayas. So even if somebody scolds me, scold. That's his problem, right? You are using bad word to me. If you use bad word, why are you using bad word? Because you keep a lot of bad words in you. So am I bad or you are bad? You understood what I am saying? So how do you control your anger towards your parents? Every day they scold you. What you should do is A0 paper, big chart paper. Write down all the good things your parents will tell about you, bad things that they will tell you. And write in beautiful red and green color, paste it in front of the house. When parents scold you, you already told this. This you already told. Don't waste your time. If you have something to add, add here. Pen is here, add it. Edit it, add it. Add something good, write it here. Tell your mother and father. You understood? How much mark you will give it to your parents today? Out of 100?
100.
How much they will give to you?
Based on their opinion.
Yeah, not 100. 100%. You are not 100% qualified by your parents. Do what best you can do to make them. Suppose your mother is scolding you because you are not doing this, doing this. So intelligently they are scolding you. What you should do is control the emotion. So what you do? Amma, when I was 2 years old, and you sit here, let me sleep on your lap, look at your face, smile it, and now you scold. They cannot scold. Understood? This is how you emotionally control the intelligent, bad, ethical, logical qualities. There are many methods. I'll teach you rest later. Any more questions? Yeah. Good enough? Thank you. My prayers are, let me have no chance to meet you anymore in your life. Finished? All that what I know I finished. Now knowledge is not there. Okay? God bless you. Today night, 3 liters. Go to YouTube, you will see this. Any question you have, type the technical term DrTPS. See if some YouTube is there. And if it is not there, any chapter which you have a doubt, be a Gmeet with me. I'll teach you that subject. Any subject from any book. I'll be there to answer.
Guidance, what will you do under it?
See, I did many jobs. The first job what I got was in a paper press. I became a researcher just by chance. After that I got a job here, but immediately I wanted to resign and become a teacher in Suratkal Engineering College because teaching was my passion. But that time director told teaching you can go anytime. Anybody can become a teacher. Today I became teacher. If I would have gone to the teaching, I would have been another buffoon. I would have become a principal somewhere. Your world is not same. Space department has given me a world around. Right? I got somebody as my spiritual leader. So I went to Fiji in the government of India's expenditure. So you get a lot of chances when you start learning, spreading your wings. That's what I did. So I don't know whether if I was guided I will go somewhere. No. I don't think. I have taken guidance from many people but different ways. But I have chosen what I wanted to do. So immediately after 20 years, I got my pension. I came out. When I was in the space department also, I started new projects. So that starting a new project was one of the great thing which I did. That gave me a job in some other place. So you always be creative. As a student, what you can do wonders. I remember when I was a student, no guest lecture like this. Those days, no guest lecture. I told my principal, we need guest lecture. Huh? No, that is not a program which we generally do. Whom do we call? Because it's not a very big city. In a small place, only teachers are there who are qualified. That teachers we also have. Why do you want to call somebody? No, I want to give a lecture. So I am the guest lecturer and lecture has to be arranged by you. I told the principal, will you tell your principal, I want to give a lecture, arrange my lecture. I did it. So I gave my first lecture. All my BSc classmates still remember what I taught during that time. And that was Fibonacci number system. We are mathematicians, right? So 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1 plus 1, add like that. Take the ratio 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 2 by 3. If you take, that ratio will go to golden ratio. All this what I taught. My classmates still remember me and the topic which I taught. So I started my lecture in 1980 first lecture. 42 years back. So I have done what I wanted to do. I am sure ultimately I would have become a teacher like this one. What's your name, you said?
Harshita.
Harshita. Smile. Smiling is much beautiful than... You know the difference between smiling and crying? Draw 2 curvature like this, 1 curvature, it will become laughing. Just reverse it, it becomes crying.
DrTPS, what is your tough moment in your journey?
Many. I lost my father when I was 4 years old in an accident. So, small onwards I have got difficulties. I remember Kottagundam I went recently. Not recently, Kottagundam. Not 4 or 5 years back. Driving immediately, one fellow came and dashed. Doof! On the spot. I have to go to a college. What should I do? Should I wait there, take him to hospital, or... No, that's not my job. I have to give lecture now. So what is done? This is an emotional question. You know what did I do? I asked my driver, no car for me, you take him, I will go by normal bus route. So I went,
Ambulance. You can call ambulance and you can go.
no, that fellow was given the charge and money. And then said, go, take him there. That's your job. So many small things, but not very difficult. Executive directoring in engineering college was a little bad. Children were not like you. Kerala is very tough politically. Agile students.
DrTPS, can you give a tip to overcome laziness?
Drink water, 20 seconds principle. Understood?
Sir,
Always
I have-
keep water. When you study, keep on drinking water. You have to wake up. You have to get up. And
Not
put
only
a great...
wake up.
No, write down. This is my goals. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. Nehi suptasya simhasya pravishyanti mukhe mrga. If lion is lazy, will it get food? Be
Sir,
active.
It is a very big problem for me.
Tell everybody that you are not like that. You keep saying everybody, I am very active always. I am going to finish reading this book tomorrow. Ask me a question to all your friends and they will make you active. Understood? That's what I did. Which year you are?
Sir, 3rd year.
What's your name?
Ashrita.
Ashrita. That's your problem. Ashrita is always dependent on somebody else.
No.
By name itself is Ashrita.
No, sir. I'll give shelter to others.
Then you should be active. See, nimisham jolitam srayam nadu dhumayitum chiram. We have only little small life. Either you become lazy and don't do also, we will die one day. But you become active, agile, you will enjoy your life further because you will have old memories of what I have done earlier. I have got thousands of things which I have done in my life, which are all good memories, which makes me to become, even if I am bedridden from today until my last, I will have lot of memories to remember. Every day I post on my Facebook what happened last year, what happened in 2009, what happened in 2017. I recorded things, I keep it. So I share it. Cherish my memories. That's what is to be done. So create moments is what is life. You have to be very active.
Thank you, DrTPS.
Sir, myself Rajgopal Reddy.
No, sir.
I am DrTPS.
Louder.
DrTPS.
Ah.
Sir, I'm from...
You are an artist?
No, sir.
You don't draw? Try.
No, sir.
You are an actor?
No, sir.
Nothing. You have to. You have a great capability actually. What do you do? What is your hobby? Em ledu. Eh? You are from a small village or what?
Yes.
So what is your father doing?
Farm.
How much land you have?
4 acres.
Good enough, no rich man. 4 crores. Any 1 acre is 1 crore here, na?
No, sir.
It depends upon the location.
Water is not there?
There.
Then what?
Ne-
How far is that from here?
Near to Karimnagar, 10 kilometers from.
10 kilometers Karimnagar city. Nunchi.
Yes.
You think water is there? What are you studying here?
Sir.
Final year,
Final year,
CSE.
BTech, CS.
CSE. Okay. Have you seen that movie? Amir Khan.
Dream. Yes.
So what is your dream? What is your goal?
Sir, to develop skills in computer science and to join in a good MNC company.
Why do you join MNC company?
Our
See, if you are not studying and doing everyday update, MNC company will throw you out in few years. You think that I have got a degree and join. If you don't, every day don't study and then do it, you are becoming useless. So in computer science, identify which company, what do they do, what is your skill and match with them. And apply in such company so that you will fit there. So don't tell I am computer science, I want some MNC company. That's why I am looking at your answer. I want to join this company because I love database. I want to join this company because I love.
so we don't know, sir, in what we are.
Look at
specialized.
internet is very good. No, you have lot of subjects.
Just we are studying and we are passing exams.
That is what the problem is. That is why government of India has decided 10% of faculty in every college has to be industry oriented to people. Right? We know what is there happening around. Nothing wrong with your teachers, but they have never worked in industry. They don't know the industry, right? So what is, assume that you want a job. Will you be able to get some 20 lakhs rupees for your higher studies MS abroad, America?
Yes.
No, go. I will give you admission. I have 4 universities where I can give you admissions. Ask your college to have a tie-up. I will get those people come here and then interview here and then get you job.
But we don't have that skills, sir.
No, you should have your English. That's what I said. Your English should be good, right? And you have interest in any of your subject. Look at what is today guaranteed job is there for data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, security jobs, computer security. All these if you have, you can get admission in any of the MS abroad. And MS abroad, the teachers are all industry people. They will find you are good, they will give you a job. Everybody will get job based on your merit. So your return on investment, assume that you pay 20 lakhs for a master's. In 1 year you get 40 lakhs salary. So, you did not ask, otherwise I would have told I have got 4 universities where I can give you admissions. And all.
That is the problem, sir.
You should ask. How many times I asked you ask questions? And actually such a topic should not be half an hour, 1 hour lecture. It should be a full day workshop, 2 days workshop. So that I will make you skillful. No, I went to Karimnagar JNTU. What I did was 3 days I worked. Asked some company, go and recruit. Then they asked to whom do you recommend? I recommended 5 people. All of them got. But they another selected 23 people. I know, I don't know you now. But I know, oh, you are a person who was skillful for making. That's what the interview does. How do they do interview? Whether I give you sufficient training, will you be able to learn and do a job? But they will do it in 1 day, half day. Right? But I can do it staying with you for 2 days. That's why skill development programs. That's done like that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So, as per, think high. Don't look at some MNC company. Some chota mota company will pay you 5,000, 6,000 rupees in Hyderabad with accommodation and food. 15,000, 20,000 rupees. No. You should go for a job which is a lakh per month in Hyderabad. Right. I have seen only 1 or 2 people on your top in the website says 12 lakhs. Any small car driver gets more than that, yeah? 30,000 rupees a car driver can get, correct? Huh? Housemaid in my house will get more salary than 50,000 rupees. They work in 4 houses. Each house. Food is also not required because the food is also packed.
Yes, sir. Everyone dream is to get to 1 lakh per month, but we don't have.
That is what
much.
I'm saying. Your present knowledge may not be sufficient, but you aspire to be high, equip yourself higher. I am sure you can grow much higher.
How can we get in?
That is what internet today, edX and Coursera. Have you heard about it? This is what I'm saying. You never asked questions, no? Foolish people. Yeah. I thought it's all granted. edX, Coursera. Two sites are there. You can freely register for higher studies there. Certification programs. You do some such 10 programs. Identify, join, free kada. Just join. Internet should be there with you. Assignment has to be done. Then you will listen to lectures of great personalities. And you get, oh, this is the subject which is interesting in the world. Got it? Do at least some 5-6 courses. Then you will know edX, Coursera, Open University. MIT also you can get a certificate. Cambridge also you can get a certificate. And do such programs. With that program, when you go for admission, they will give you fellowship also. Oh, I have already studied in 5 universities and small certificate programs. Don't you see that you are at a higher place? I asked SOP. You never asked what is SOP heading. How to write it. Many people come. That's how we support. You are in final year.
Yes.
Do good projects. Projects will give you good job.
We don't know any languages, sir. We know only basic languages, but we don't know how to develop them.
That is very simple. No, all internet gives you free codes also.
But we don't know where to start, sir.
Let's
What language is
start.
best?
Google. Find out.
What you
Come and stay with me for 1 Saturday, Sunday. Understood? Spend the time. That's what I do. I equip. I am not a blah blah blah. I'm practical man.
Yeah, sir. Few days, many lectures will run, but no students are interested like you.
That's what I'm saying. This is only to create interest to call me further or interact more. Understood? That's what is to be done. So what is to be done is you have to do a project based on your project. See, when I was in space department, that time even computer science, CSE, BTech was not there. MSc computer science. So somebody from Pondicherry University came to me. My boss said he is not good. I asked him, come, I will give you project. So I gave him project. Project was over, I gave him job. Now he is a senior scientist, deputy director in space department. I picked him up. My boss said not good. I said I will show you good. I want people who are not good to make good. That's my job. No. If everybody is good, why should I do it? If you are good, you will get somebody else. Correct? That's how I give projects. See, the girl who I showed, no? This girl, for last so many years, she is keeping her DP like this. Like you, computer science, where I went to inaugurate a computer society, came to me. I give a task, develop my website. Tell you, study. That was the task. So what happened? She learned developing and I am a very tough master. If this is not working, do it. Tomorrow I should get it. Whole night. That's how I train. MIT full admission free. 2 crores fellowship. 2 crores fellowship. You know how much she is earning now? Prime Minister's salary she must be earning there. This is not mine. Gift. Everything is gift. Including this is gift. Very rich. Got it? So you must not one. Many are like that. So you must be able to get into, capture that, understand, continue studies there so that you will also get a promotions at a higher level. So don't think that, I finished BTech, now I get a job, now studies can be stopped. No. Continuously you must be ready to study. Then you will get higher and higher positions and you will enjoy a better life. More important. Are you ready for that? Then America and such places are very good. Everybody will not get. If there are 100 students, only 1 student will become teacher's assistant. That time itself payment is get. Already you got a job. Some company will come and give a lecture. Now I will remember you. I remember 3 faces because you spoke to me. There also when some company fellow comes and then discuss, then only they will remember, oh, there is one boy who came and asked, let me give him a job. That's how we do it. So you must be proactive. That's what is required.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.